Hi there, happy Friday. I'm Real Estate Reg and Yogi Real Estate Reg, and commonly known as the Internal Peace Revolutionist. Happy and excited to be back today for another edition of Q&A with Yogi Reg. So today, what I wanted to talk about was something a little not so common, we'll say. I've been getting a lot of questions about energy. Why do I feel so out of balance, Reg? Or how do I control my emotions better? Or I'm feeling upset or agitated and I don't know why. Or I'm feeling super, super happy and excited and I don't know why, right? So energy is one of these things. It's very elusive and sometimes we don't understand what it's all about. So what I wanted to do today was I wanted to share with you a couple things about energy and what I know about energy and how I've been able to help students, clients, and even family and friends to find practical and simple, effective tools to manage stress, manage anxiety, and create more internal peace. And I will tell you this, working with me, I promise you, you will not eliminate anger, you will not eliminate sadness, and you will not eliminate frustration. However, what will happen is that you will be more equipped when those emotions show up on how to deal with them. Because the truth is nobody can help you get rid of that stuff forever. What we can do though is we can learn techniques, we can learn tools and practical ways to heal and help move through, as I say, navigate through those times. If you agree with me, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Because really life is a series of events, right? And none of us has a crystal ball, even though some of us own them. We don't always know what's inside or to the other side of our future, right? We might even have visions, we might be able to see things, but the truth is there's a lot of things that maybe we can't access, right? And we're not supposed to access. But with energy, we can learn how to be more patient. We can learn how to be less anxious, less fearful, and a lot more peaceful and happier. And so I wanted to share with you guys, I don't know if you can see this today. I have a new screen. Tell me if you can, because I don't think you can, but oh, there you go. Now you can. Okay. So this is my new writing board, and I'm going to be reworking my studio a little bit. So I have had a lot of people ask me about Reiki because they've heard me talk about Reiki, which is a modality. It's actually, there's a couple different types of Reiki, and the kind that I under is called, I might be saying this a little bit off, but it's Usai Reiki, which is a Japanese form of Reiki. And it's actually, it was started many, I think thousands of years ago. And it was actually created to help people heal their pains, their sufferings. And it was one of those things that really moved over the years. And so it's been an amazing journey for me to learn about it and to continue. And I'll be honest, when I first started with Reiki, I myself didn't exactly believe it because it's intangible. It's not something that you can physically see with the naked eye. It's not like, somebody's hand starts to, let's say you cut your hand. It's not like you see the wound right in front of you. But there has been evidence and there has been reports of that happening. I've never seen that. However, what I have experienced and what I students and clients alike is that what they experience is a feeling of calm, a feeling of serenity, a feeling of shift. And so what I'd like to do today is share with you a couple of really simple and brief examples so that you too can feel the shift. Ready? All right. So what we're going to do, it's very, very, very subtle. But what I want you to do is go ahead and if you want to keep your eyes open, that's fine because it's a little hard to believe sometimes, but we're going to go ahead. I'm going to rub my hands. Take a nice deep breath in. You can do this with me and exhale out your mouth. Again, nice big deep breath in, letting go of all expectations, all wonder, just be open. Exhale. One more nice big deep breath. Exhale. Beautiful. Drop your shoulders down and then open your hands just a little bit. And notice what you feel. Notice that ball of energy as it expands and contracts very, very softly, very subtly. Maybe the sensation between your hands is a little bit stronger than mine or less. It's not about intensity. It's just now we're here through a computer screen. But somehow, this is really bold of me to say, but somehow I have a suspicion that there is some sense of something, some sensation that you're experiencing, whether it's in your hands or it's in your body, it could be in your heart, wherever it is, there's a sensation that's pulsating that you didn't have a few moments ago. If that's true, when you get a moment, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know if that's true or not. And if you don't, it's okay. We'll keep doing this another day. But I just want you to see the power of this. It's so subtle and so simple, and yet so active and charging. And what I love about Reiki is that it really creates miracles, and I've seen them. I've been able to heal people with headaches, with cramps, with pain, leg pains. There's a couple patients I'm working on right now. I won't get into the details, but with some serious chronic life-threatening diseases. And there has been reports of Reiki supporting people in feeling better with those types of things. Okay, so just if you're curious and you want to learn more, I definitely invite you to ask questions, to study, and come see me. I am a Reiki Master Level 3, which means that I am actually qualified to attune other people. I don't have a training scheduled right now for that. However, it is something that I'm looking into. And the power of Reiki is incredible. It's, like I said, it's very elusive. It's very intangible with the naked eye. But with the emotional body and with the spirit body, it's super tangible. And there's also another form of what I think is Reiki, and I consider it Reiki, and it's called pranic healing. And it's a form of using the similar energy frequencies and activating health and wellness through meditation, through prayer, and through energy healing. So I'm also looking into training for that. So these are just a couple tools I'm just sharing with you so that if you are running around and you notice your energy is like really whacked out or imbalanced, or let's just say that, you're having a frustrating conversation with someone. That happened to me 3 times this week, where I had conversations with people. And normally in the past, I would have dealt with them extremely different. I would have been most likely at a much higher octave, speaking like much, much, much higher, screamed, right? I might have been not very, very nice. Reiki has become one of my power tools, one of my superpowers, in the sense that I now go to Reiki when my emotions, and it doesn't mean that I don't get mad. It just means that I use it as a tool to come back to my peace, come back to myself and get centered. And sometimes it doesn't work right away. Sometimes it takes a moment. And that's also a piece of the emotional intelligence, which we'll talk about in another show. But these are just, again, some tips and tools. And then also what I wanted to share was, if there's a question you have about how can Reiki help me, right? I've had a lot of people ask me. So I shared with you a couple of ways. One of them is if you ever had a headache and you don't know what to do, I'm not a fan of medicine, but you have to, of course, but if you want to try something a little bit more natural, definitely Reiki is a great option. Also, if you have like leg cramps or ladies, when you're on your moon cycle, that's a great time to also try it. And just, place your hands on your belly and then just breathe into your belly, giving love to your belly, just honoring your belly. You don't have to go wild and, know any specific. I mean, there is a sequence of letters that those of us that are trained, we actually go through, and there's an actual system of letters that we do. And that's the part of the technology. So when I do Reiki on a person, when I'm in session, I actually go and I do a series of letters. And there's also what's called long distance healing. So if I was doing long distance with someone that was, let's say, in New York or LA or even across the world, I would then use a different sequence. So there's a lot of different ways to use Reiki. You can even infuse Reiki into your food. You can infuse Reiki to people, to pets. So it really is, it's not about knowing the letters, it's not about knowing the words as much as it is about the intention, right? So what I want to emphasize today before we wrap up is just the importance of intention and knowing that what you put your attention on and intention is what you'll get back. So even if you don't know the words, even if you're not sure, am I doing this right? Just send love, right? And the third question for today might be, how do you know what love is? Well, let me give you an example. When you were a kid, or if you have kids, and your child comes to you and says, Mommy, Daddy, how do you know when you're in love? Most of us, we just laugh. And we say, you just know. And that, my friends, is our time together for today. So as you're out in the world today and this weekend, I invite you to please share love. Share love from an open space, from a loving space, from a pure place. And just know that good energy is good energy. And we can call it Reiki, we can call it pranic healing, we can call it love. It's all part of the same beautiful pool of energy. So have a beautiful day, my friends, and I will see you on Monday. Thanks so much. Actually, I'll see you later today. I'm doing another episode with a dear friend at 10. So if you're around, please join us for that. And that'll be actually all about miracles. Nicole is a dear friend of mine, Nicole Mahal, and she'll be sharing about miracles and how working together and being part of each other's community, hers and mine and hers, has helped both of us. And hopefully will help you too. Thanks, everyone. Namaste.